In this week's video, we gear up and hit the road in our Can-Am Spyder. Our first stop is Fort Meade, where we learned about the history and the story behind the Star-Spangled Banner. As we travel the roads, we see Bear Butte getting closer and closer while enjoying the beautiful sights of the countryside. We find a unique little restaurant, then visit a historic fish hatchery where we see lots of trout and a pesky little duck.
Today we're going to take our first half a day trip on the Spyder. It's going to be our longest one so far. We're going up to Bear Butte and then back down Spearfish Canyon. It should take us about a couple hours. By the time we stop, look at a few things. Got a beautiful day, clear day today. So if it doesn't get too hot, we'll be all right. Are you ready to go?
Ready.
We made it to Fort Meade, about maybe a 20-minute ride. It's in the outskirts, I'd say, of Sturgis. Right here is where it says the Star-Spangled Banner actually got its start. I'm gonna let you see that real quick. I'm not gonna read it all. But evidently the fort commander wanted a anthem, and he and his wife discussed it and came up with a Star-Spangled Banner. And then the governor came in and heard it, and then they pushed it on through, and finally Congress passed it in 1931. But it's a nice flat post. Fort Meade. We're about to walk over to the museum here.
All of these displays are set up really nice.
The Fort Meade Museum tells the history of the Black Hills prior to the establishment of Fort Meade, all the way through the present day of Fort Meade. Fort Meade was established during the winter of 1878 by units of the 1st and 11th Infantry and the reorganized units of the 7th Cavalry. It was named after Civil War General George Meade. Its original purpose was to protect settlers and prospectors in the Black Hills regions. The famous horse Comanche from the Battle of the Little Bighorn was stabled at Fort Meade from 1879 to 1888. Fort Meade had units in both World War I and World War II and served as a training ground during World War II, where at the end of the war, prisoners of war camp in 1944 had 600 German soldiers. The museum is very well kept. It shows displays all the way through World War I and World War II. It begins with the early settlements and the soldiers' lives of Fort Meade, but it also shows several of the home accessories and how people lived back in the early days of Fort Meade.
I know, Harley Davidson. As we travel back to Deadwood, you can see Bear Butte State Park in the distance. It gets its name because they say it looks like a sleeping bear. The park was established in 1961. The mountain is sacred to many American Indian tribes who come here to hold religious ceremonies.
It's lunchtime after about a 2-hour ride, I guess. We stopped at the Fort Meade, then made a big loop. Came back around Belfouche, and now we're in Spearfish, fixing to try some Mexican.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got in here.
Fish hatchery? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're in Spearfish today. We're gonna do an old historic fish hatchery. Looks like we're at a pretty good park down here.
And we rode our Spyder all the way here.
DC Booth Historic Fish Hatchery. One of the oldest fish hatcheries in the West. 1899, hatchery building, 1905, DC Booth House. The fish car, large trout, underwater trout viewing area. We had some rain last night, pretty much all last night. It's a little dingy. I believe that to be Spearfish Creek. Whole school of them, but this is a stocked little area, I'm sure.
You just think these ducks are cute swimming around. Just wait till you see what they're up to.
Oh my god, they were so fast. And that's a soft one. Oh, that's a big guy. The ducks is literally like
Something I learned today was that if the fish has a hooked lower jaw, it's an indication that it is a male. Long male. On our way back home, we took a little side road and saw our first herd of bison in the fields. All in all, we believe the Can-Am Spyder was a great addition, and we are loving life to the fullest every day we can. We rode our Spyder all the way here.
Well, now start it over.
And we rode our Spyder all the way here.
Yeah, can't push it.
Was that supposed to be a dad joke or something?
What?
Of course they're screaming when you're trying to record.
Mean duck, huh?
We hope you enjoyed our video. If you're new to our channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Each Wednesday at 9, we release a new video. Next week, we have a thrilling video of Custer State Park and Needles Highway.